Welcome everybody. How's it going? It is your boy Kid and I wanted to do something different. My gosh, KOllOK has been insane this last few weeks. It's been 3 weeks, y'all. It's been 3 weeks, and this week we got Mickey back. We got Mickey just to see how she's been doing this whole time since '91. Shelby just gracing her presence on the show again. For how long, we don't know, but she is going to be with the Legacy cast for what we know. And one of the biggest things that I wanted to talk about with regards to the whole thing is like I love the separation between Legacy and Ascended because clearly there's going to be a point where they connect. We're building to that, and I think the moment we get to that, like the big reveal of like what the hell happened, that's when we're going to see both worlds collide, and I can't wait. Like seriously, it's just inching their way through. Um, I think for the legacy class, it's not as big of a like them failing is not as harsh compared to the ascended, just because the ascended is kind of where the legacy was in the past, where it was the more action based, and not necessarily action based in the sense of like they're always fighting or anything, but more so like they're in the thick of things, and the one wrong move, one wrong step can put them behind so hard. And I mean so hard. So like you can tell like the ascended, especially when you have a new cast learning the system and kind of getting into their own groove and KOllOK, you can tell that they're just like trying to their best to kind of like to get what they need to get done. You know what I mean? Like you can tell Zach is like he has something for them, and then the roles have been a little bit the difficulty kind of like decreased just to meet their awful roles. Still, once again, my gosh, they still suck, but actually got better this week. Roll doing their thing, Roll getting more things done compared to the rest of the crew, so that's good. But again, so one of the things I want to talk about is just the set design, the overall look of the show. Amazing. Like like seriously, like have you guys seen the episode? Like just the way it looks? Like, you know, the way they are able to incorporate the board, the the background, not only just in the background of just the entire um show, but also underneath the table. I wonder how many people actually pay attention to the fact that there's you get the LED wall that has the background, but then in the front on the tables where it says KOllOK, it actually they have monitors up there that also incorporates the background as well. So I love that touch there. Man, this episode was deep. It was deep. Everybody has something to give, and I don't know what to say about this episode except I can't wait to get more. I don't want to talk too much. I just kind of want to put my initial thoughts out there, and like I'm looking forward to learning more about the universe. I got some theories out there. It goes back to season one, um, with elements of season one and season two. It's more so regarding the legacy cast in this case, with Tibby. Um, did we get a deal similar to Mr. Jules' deal for Rachel with regards to Pound of Flesh? That's something that just kind of hit my mind. Like, huh, Pound of Flesh, huh? You know, there has to have been, because let's not forget, for just a quick thought. For what we know, Tibby and Mickey were gone, so something has to have happened to bring them back. And there's so far only one way that we know as people who've seen the series. For those for As we know, for those who've seen the series, there's so far only one. There's there's multiple methods in theory, but overall, it's really just one. At least the two methods is, and we didn't find out until later, it's the multiverse. It's pulling someone from the multiverse and basically is do what is the zippers. Pulling someone's ego from a different multiverse into theirs, into a new body. And that's pretty much the only way that we have found to be possible. That's why Mammon was something that existed, and we had the whole deal with Rachel Jewell and her father, and everything, all that stuff. And then just the original settlement with the original KOllOK settlement, like, oh, bring everybody back with the pound of flesh, and in this case, it was the pinky. So I'm curious if we got something similar with Tibby and Mickey, where they were brought back with the deal for that. So that's kind of my first thought, or at least one of my thoughts. The other thoughts is, and it was kind of, I don't know, when I first said it, it was like, oh, did we get a whole reverse Rachel Jewell, which sounded like it did, where basically Tibby was the only one who knew about Rachel Jewell. If I remember correctly, it was Marcus. It's been a minute. I have to rewatch it. It was Marcus or just Billy. There was only one person in the original KOllOK radar that remembered Rachel Jewell, that had to kind of get everybody to remember her. So I'm thinking that was the same case. And then something happened. They had that moment when they ended up remembering her, but again, everybody else didn't. So that was my thought. It looks like that's the case. And then we got Clarity 7. So again, it was an amazing episode. That's just like one portion of everything that I've seen. I can't wait to get more. I don't know how else to just describe it. But yo, like seriously, what do you guys think? Like we episode 3, we got 17 more. Do you guys think the Ascendant is actually going to get something done? Or are they all going to perish before episode 10? Is it going to be Legacy somehow finding a way to find them to save their butts? I don't know what to say. But yeah, so we're going to see what happens, and hopefully it's some fun. And dude, everybody on the cast and crew, you guys have been crushing it week in and week out. And it's KOllOK Mondays. It's KOllOK Mondays every Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific, Fear HQ. And I don't think there's anywhere else I would rather be on a Monday. And I'm sometimes quiet, but I love just kind of like immersing myself, reading chat and whatnot. So it's always fun reading chat. And yeah, so that's it. Um, what do you guys think? Just again, quick thoughts. What is it? What do you guys think is happening? Just blurt it out, quick thoughts, and let's have fun. Let's have fun, and let's enjoy it. Oh, one thing I want to talk about. KOllOK, man, Hyper, Fear HQ, they're putting out some quality content. And Hyper's been doing it for the longest time now, with that crew having dipped their toes in all things TTRPG, actual play, live play, however you want to say it. And it's the we oh man, it's so enjoyable seeing such a large group of people watch a show and be like just as confused as you, but then also like interacting with people like, oh, was this something, and man, like, whew, let's keep it going, man. You guys have been doing wonderful. You guys have been doing great out there. This is watching KOllOK again has sparked my interactive, nature. I still don't. I'm not online as much, but hopefully I can get that changing. And you guys keep doing what you do best. Just keep interacting. There's a lot of creative folks out there. I know you guys can do your thing. You got some amazing photos, videos, cuts, all that good stuff. So yeah, once again, it is your boy Kenan. Don't forget KOllOK on Fair HQ, Hyper RPG, hosting every Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific. Check it out. Check it out. It may not be your cup of tea, but check it out. Trust me, it will become your cup of tea. All right, then. Without further ado, you guys have been wonderful. Peace, be easy, do your own thing. And until next time,